It's not good for you. It's not good for her.
It's also
not
good to push the
us.
limits a little bit.
Yeah. It's not harmless. What she's doing to herself is not good for her. It's not good for anybody.
Yeah, and then young boys see this.
Young boys are 8 years
it's
old.
not
I think the average age for boys being exposed to porn now is 8. You know, that's
not
not
if you're a good parent. My kid's not exposed to it.
Well, it's hard to stop it though, right?
It's not though.
No, it is. Yes, it
No,
is.
No,
what do you mean? When they're in school? What are you talking about?
No, there's no tablets, cell phones allowed at the
But
school.
there is,
there's none,
though. But people,
there's
those
not, though,
kids
Bryan.
get it. Those
There's
kids
not.
get it. They go to their friend's house. They go to their friend's house. The kids are being exposed to it. It's not easy to stop. Actually, it's.
I think it is. I disagree.
You can
with
say
you.
that, but in fact,
Well, I can say that because I'm a fucking dad.
so am I. And what
Okay.
you don't.
I have a 9-year-old right now,
It
but
doesn't matter.
it does
you're
matter,
saying
Bryan.
shit that doesn't
You're
mean
talking
anything.
to me like I'm not doing.
What I'm trying to say to you is that kids,
for other people, it might be
kids in this
tough.
country are getting
And
exposed.
it might be tough for
So
them.
what happens is they go to somebody's house, the older kid has something. What's going on is it's really hard at the end of the day to plug all the dams, right? Because with everybody who's got tablets, phones, they find it. You know, kids just do. And that's the problem. I'm not saying that you're not on it. I'm saying that
I'm
parents
telling you
are
right now,
on
my
it.
kid's never seen porn.
Well,
And it's not hard.
Well, it gets harder and harder.
For
as
sure
you
it
get
does.
older. Yeah.
For sure it does.
Because
But for 8-year-olds, it shouldn't be hard.
but a lot of these kids are getting exposed to it.
For sure.
You know, parents are working 2 jobs, whatever it might be. Boom.
100%. I'm not talking about them.
Yeah.
I'm talking about me.
I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about the general trend.
100%.
Is that a lot of
it's
these
tough
young
because
kids-
it's easier to access
Yeah,
now.
and it's bad.
But if you're going to give your kid a tablet, you're basically open that world up.
Right.
Now, whose fault is that? That 8 and 9-year-old can't afford the tablet. So who got it for him? You did.
Yeah.
So whose fault is that?
Yeah.
Well, he goes to his friend's house. Cool. Do you know the kid?
Did
Do
you
you know
talk to
the
the
parents? Because I do.
Yeah.
I do. There's no tablets over there either.
That's right.
So who's
have
that
to do
on?
that.
That's on the parents.
And you know,
Now, I don't work 2 jobs and not 9 to 5, so maybe it's easier for me. But when it comes to me,
that's not
there's
fair.
no tablet.
you're still fighting. You're
Brennan,
still
you work
fighting.
very long hours.
You're
like, you have
still
5
fighting,
different
but you're
pockets.
still fighting the fucking. You're still fighting.
Eventually, there's nothing to be able to do about
Yeah.
it. Like when they get to middle school or
fighting
high school,
tsunami.
and and they're in public school and they allow cell phones. Now it's a different animal.
Yeah, man.
But you can delay it as much to your control as much as you want until they get to that middle school, and then it's
And
rat race.
what I don't like
and
is
you hope
when-
you've raised a good enough kid where he's
Yeah.
or it's the friends they hang out with. That's your biggest
It's also
issue.
that. It's also the technology that creates addiction. You know, like a lot of times these technology companies get better and better at hijacking your fucking brain. And
But
you know,
again, all right, the kid's putting 8 hours on the PlayStation. Who bought him the PlayStation?
yeah, you know, and here's the other thing about this:
9-year-old can't afford the PlayStation.
when you have like someone like Bonnie Blue, and what I object to is when we act like it's just, oh, look at that, she's just doing her thing, she's an empowered woman or whatever. No, sorry, it's a fucked up way to live your life. It's
She'll regret it. To your point, she'll regret
Yeah.
it. Guaranteed.
And I think all of us
in
will.
10 years, she's gonna be like, Jesus Christ. I don't regret shit about it. She's gonna, people are doing way worse stuff than that. Way
yeah,
worse.
but I think just even participating in the thing, like watching it, being part of it, it's
I haven't
all
seen
fucked
any
up.
of it.
It's all fucked up. Me neither. But it's all fucked up. It's like I don't know, man. I don't like it at all.
Okay.
Yeah, that can't end well.
Yeah.
No.
And then what's she gonna find a husband? And then what's she gonna have kids?
Yeah. Right.
Well, like, what are you gonna do?
Good luck with that.
Or let's say she does, and then imagine that kid in high school.
Jesus Christ.
Your mom got fucked by
I'll say so.
1,000 dudes.
I mean, you can't
There's
even-
no erasing that.
You can't win any of that.
She will definitely find a husband. There's plenty.
Oh
of guys
yeah.
out there.
Oh no.
Yeah.
She'll find a husband.
Yeah, that'll be a great. I'm sure that kid will be raised.
But think about the guy who's like, yeah, I know, I'm down.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
probably
it's not
not
so much.
all fucking.
He's not all there either.
Probably doesn't have all his shit together.
Without a doubt, yes, I know.
But there's some weirdo rich dude right now in her DMs.
That would just
like,
love her, yeah.
Tired of waiting for payday?
All right, so that was a weird fight. Schaub, once again, with his I'm better than everybody attitude. And once again, it's all complete lies. The first thing of is not my kids. I'm always in my kids' lives. First of all, dude, you hardly see your kids. The only reason why you see them so much now is because you completely failed at stand-up comedy, in which you were still flying around all over the country doing gigs, even though you were selling no tickets just so you could do Adderall and bang ugly groupies. But by the way, he still hardly sees his kids. He still flies around the country hooking up with groupies. But he just uses the excuse of, I got to go buy a car. So I got to fly. I don't do stand-up and my podcast failed, but I got to go fly somewhere, babe. I got to go look at a car. And they have a nanny. Well, they don't raise their kids. They have a freaking nanny who does. It's just the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Like, how would Schaub know what his kids have access to or not? By the way, what he's saying, by the way, his kids must be the lamest dorks in school. They're like, damn, you don't even got a phone or anything? But it's just that is Brendan Schaub, who he is at his core. That whole, no, B, I'm the best. Other parents suck, but I'm good. My kids don't do that. Nope, no way. I mean, I'm going to be bothering you at the Comedy Mothership, and my wife is going to be in Chicago for some reason, but the nanny who watches the kids, she assures us, Baba, yeah, B, not my kids. I'm the greatest dad ever. I mean, I got thrown out of my son's baseball game. Did you see how great of a dad I am? The dude is just a weirdo. Like, at least Callen's at least being honest. Like, dude, you kind of have no control over what. Like, if your kid has a phone, they're seeing stuff. You have no idea what's being. Like, just put yourself in your kid's shoes. You were a kid at one point in time. Did your parents know everything you were doing? Of course not. And it's even harder today because all the kids grew up with technology, so they know what they're doing a lot more than you do. Something tells me Brendan Schaub's an idiot. Something tells me when Brendan Schaub's trying to change the channel on his TV, it looks like a caveman, and he's going, oh, no, I don't know how to do this. Hey, Tiger of Boston, get in here and do this for me. But what's that? So apparently Brendan Schaub won't even get his kids a PlayStation. Those lames don't even got to play. Well, they can't have a PlayStation. I mean, their dad is forcing them to do sports 24/7. I like how he just exposes stuff without meaning to. All right, so he bitched about the PlayStation. That's what happens when you get your kid. Who got that kid a PlayStation? So your kids have no PlayStation or anything, so they just got to perform high-level performance in Little League Baseball to strike out fat kids to appease you, and that's why you're getting thrown out of your son's baseball game. I bet you after the game, if they lose, the team's like, we're all going to go out for pizza, and Schaub just like, no pizza for you, Tiger. That little fat kid got a hit off of you. I won't talk to you for a week. I'm ashamed of you now. Ugh. Schaub is just such a douche, but that is who Brendan Schaub really is in that argument he had right there with Bryan Callen. But let me know your thoughts in the comments.